Good day. Today we are going to present the ICT and classroom management. First of all, I would like to introduce my group mate. I'm Chia Shi Ting and I have another two group mates, Ning Fan Yao and Jiang Qi. Three of us are going to discuss and explain the application of ICT in classroom management. I will provide some examples from Malaysia and they will provide some examples from China. First of all, what is ICT in education? According to Tino in 2003, ICT actually stands for a diverse set of technological tools and resources used to communicate and to create, disseminate, store, and manage information. So ICT actually not only the equipments that we usually see in our school, such as computer and internet. ICT is also including the older broadcasting technologies such as telephone, radio, and television. ICT actually facilitate the acquisition and absorption of knowledge through three ways. The first way, it is actually providing an open and distance learning option, such as the DDIC TV actually launched earlier by the government for our students to learn some knowledge from school from their home. And they could actually done their revision through watching the television. Number two, ICT also encourage remote learning, which is what we have done now. Our University Malaya has actually offered the online classes through Zoom or Google Class so that our students could actually attend the class at anywhere they could. Number three, ICT actually provide an additional option for blended learning or learner-centered learning. So in my case, so actually nowadays teacher loves to use the interactive materials from internet such as Word Wall or Class Dojo, which is quite popular among the private schools, for the students to actually complete their exercise and to learn extra knowledge outside the class. Next, what is classroom management? So the definition of classroom management actually changes across the time. In 1970, Conin defined classroom management as producing a high rate of work involvement and a low rate of deviancy in academic setting. Fraser in 1983 define classroom management as the provision and procedures necessary to establish and maintain an environment in which instruction and learning can occur and the preparation of the classroom as an effective learning environment. Moving to now, Satyadi and Daniel actually define classroom management to apply a wide range of skills and tactics to keep students organized, orderly, focused, attentive, on task, and academically productive throughout the class. I would like to add on a study from Carter and Doyle in 2006 where they define classroom management have also need to focus on the moral and emotional aspects, which is the social curriculum, by viewing the interactions between teachers and learners or learners and learners. How do teachers apply ICT in classroom management? Number one, ICT actually help teacher to create a better professional profile. Teachers are using ICT tools to source information, to support new knowledge creation, and to help them to deliver teaching materials. 2. ICT actually help teachers to improve their efficiency in management and administration work. This will help them to reduce the workload, to process paperwork smoothly, and to improve their productivity. Number 3, ICT actually provide a structural management tools for nowadays classroom. Teacher applies ICT tools to set up rules, procedures, methodology, and to the simplest thing, the division of responsibilities among students. 4. ICT actually offers an assimilation with real-world situations where students are actually learning technology literacy and communication skills while using ICT. Coming next, I'm going to show you some practical ICT usage in classroom management. According to the study, ICT in classroom is not a matter of pressing button. Successful ICT usage consists of 6 aspects. Number 1, it should be a strategic planning to be as a part of school culture. Number 2, it should facilitate participation in teaching and learning session. Number 3, it should provide the flexibility in curriculum planning and implementation. Number 4, it should invest in two-way communication. Number 5, ICT should be an application in leadership and management. And number 6, ICT should consider teachers' capacity and commitment. The first aspect would be the strategic planning, where we integrate ICT into learning environment. Malaysia has introduced the learning platform called Dilemma, which you can see the picture in the slide. This Dilemma platform actually provides the students to access to the textbook, learning videos, AI tools, interactive content, Google Classroom, and many more. So this application actually nurtured the ICT behavior in school, and eventually it became a school culture where all teachers and students would apply it in teaching and learning session. The second aspect is to facilitate students' participation in teaching and learning activities. ICT acts as a complement aspect to syllabus and curriculum. It actually promotes students' interest to the topic. It also develops learners' engagement, and it also facilitates absorption of knowledge in an attractive and entertaining way. So the below picture was the Google Classroom that I set up for my Year 3 students. I'm actually setting up this Google Classroom for them to learn more outside the classroom, as we have limited time to discuss on the topic. So as you could see, I'm posting an extra materials on past tense where students can actually learn outside by themselves. These actually encourage the participations where parents and students actually they could access to my Google Classroom, and they could reply and comment to my materials. It is also helping me to supervise students' behavior by monitoring their submission and to see whether who is actually not accessing and not learning at the time. The third aspect is the flexibility offered by ICT in curriculum planning. OECD actually distinguished the 4 levels of ICT supported course. The first level would be the web supplemented course, where classrooms plus face-to-face platforms, including online notes or emails. The second level would be web-dependent course, where the face-to-face elements would be adding to an online interactions between teachers and students, including online discussions, online assessments, online projects, or online collaborative work. The third level is the mixed mode course, where teacher replace the classroom time into e-learning elements. However, there is a need of attendance record. Number 4 is the fully online course, where the school offered distance learning from other locations. According to my observations, Malaysia is currently in level 1 and level 2, where we apply ICT as a supplementary tools or an optional beside face-to-face learning methodology in some situations. However, ICT actually provide the flexibilities to the instruction where they could concentrate more to improve face-to-face learning program and to use e-learning to offer flexibility and the easily access to learning contents. The fourth aspect would be the investment in two-way communication using ICT tools. ICT actually provide communication between many parties, including teachers with learners, teachers with parents, teachers with colleagues, and also teachers with school leaders. ICT tools is used to monitor students' behavior, to record students' performance, inform latest announcement, and school arrangement. It also provides a real-time communication and up-to-date information so that everyone could take immediate action responding to the problem arise. In Malaysia, government primary schools, we usually apply WhatsApp and Telegram to actually provide communication between all these parties. Moreover, ICT is an important application in school management. ICT tools are used for lesson planning, attendance record, assessment record, or even disciplinary action record. So it is actually assisting the daily administration management, where we call it a paperless management system. It provides a structural procedures for all teachers to follow, and it also provides a smooth transition for teachers from different schools or to move their record to different schools. The pictures that I'm showing in my slides are the three important applications that Malaysia primary school teachers use. The first one would be the EPDP, where we actually record all our lesson plans in this application, so everyone could actually refer and to record it. The next one is the My School Admin System, where we actually record our attendance, assessment, and also disciplinary action. The right hand side would be the IDME application, where we actually record everything and we share it between teachers among the whole Malaysia. However, there are some hidden issues behind ICT integration. The first issue would be the availability of ICT tools, where teachers actually face challenges in classroom management with limited numbers of computers or ICT tools among the students. The next issue would be the insufficient peripherals and learning software, where teachers actually face difficulties in planning and conducting lessons with the insufficient amount. The third issue is the availability of supporting activities, where teachers and learners both needed to be trained and familiarized to ICT application before teaching and learning activities conducted. The fourth would be the procedures, rules, and regulations circulating the ICT integrations, where all school members should know the regulations and no one violate during the ICT-based lesson. That's all from my part. I will pass the next to my groupmates.
Hi, my name is Ningfan Yao. I'm going to talk about the practical applications on ICT in classroom management. ICT tools can assist teachers in maintaining classroom discipline more effectively through real-time feedback and data monitoring. For example, app-based student behavior management systems like Class Dojo allow teachers to record student behavior and send instant feedback to parents and students. This transparency motivates students to perform better in class. Higgins et al. Found that classes using Class Dojo achieved 25% higher student behavior scores than those that did not. Teachers reported fewer disruptive behaviors in the classroom due to the technology. And the second one is simplifying administrative tasks. ICT significantly simplifies administrative tasks such as attendance tracking, grade management, and lesson planning. Learning management systems like Google Classroom or in Edmodo enable teachers to automate attendance tracking and assignment submissions. Smart campus system allows automated attendance tracking use QR codes or biometric technology. Smith reported that these systems reduce teachers' time spent on attendance by 90%, and it can enhance teaching interactions. ICT enhances classroom interactivity through diverse teaching tools, interactive whiteboards, and polling system like Kahoot enable teachers to collect real-time student feedback, increasing student engagement and allowing immediate adjustments to teaching strategies. Carol observed a 30% improvement in students' memory of course content when using Kahoot for classroom interaction compared to traditional paper-based question and answer session. Supporting personalized learning. Personalized learning is one of the most promising applications of ICT in classroom management. Adaptive learning platforms enable teachers to tailor instructional content to students' learning data and needs. For instance, platforms like Academic allow teachers to monitor students' progress and address their weakness with targeted instruction. A study on secondary school mathematics revealed that students using adaptive learning platforms showed a 15 improvement in their academic performance. The last one is facilitating collaboration and communication. ICT tools also promote communication and collaboration between teachers and students, as well as among students themselves. Tools like Microsoft Teams and Zoom have been widely adopted in remote and hybrid teaching, enabling students to collaborate efficiently in virtual environments and share learning sources. A study on the impact of online collaboration tools on student projects revealed that 85% of students believe these tools improve the efficiency and quality of their project completion. So the next part is the challenges of ICT in classroom management. The first challenge is technologic barriers. One of the most significant challenges in using ICT is the reliance on infrastructure and technological tools. Issues such as reliable internet connections, outdated hardware and software incompatibilities can disrupt ICT applications. In rural or underfunded schools, limited access to essential technology such as laptops and stable internet hinders the use of learning management systems. According to Kane, 45% of surveyed teachers reported technical failures as a frequent challenge when using ICT tools in the classroom. The second challenge is lack of teacher training and support. Many teachers lack the necessary training to integrate ICT effectively into classroom management. A study by Johnson revealed that nearly 60% of teachers felt that they needed more training to use ICT effectively in their classroom. And the schools often introduce new ICT tools without providing ongoing support or guidance, leading to inconsistent use or underutilization of these technologies. The third challenge is the digital device. The digital device remains a significant barrier to the equitable use of ICT in classroom management. Students from low-income families or rural areas may lack access to necessary devices, internet connectivity, or digital literacy skills, creating disparities in their ability to benefit from ICT tools. Clark and Mayer found that students from low socioeconomic backgrounds often face challenges accessing digital learning resources, which exacerbates existing educational inequities. The fourth challenge is concerns about data privacy and security. The widespread use of ICT in classroom raises concerns about the privacy and the security of student data. Behavior management systems, attendance tracking tools, and adaptive learning platforms collect sensitive data, including student performance, behavior patterns, and personal information. Sewin highlights a risk of data breaches and misuse of information, especially when third-party applications handle sensitive student data. And the last challenges distraction and over-reliance on technology. While ICT enhances engagement, it also serves as a source of distraction for students. Unregulated use of the devices in the classroom may lead to off-task behavior, such as browsing non-educational content or gaming. Additionally, over-reliance on ICT tools can result in reduced teacher-student interaction and a loss of traditional teaching methods. Carol found that 30% of students reported feeling distracted by notifications or other digital distractions during ICT-enabled lessons. Teachers often face challenges balance technology use with active student participation in traditional discussions or group work. The sixth challenge is high implementation costs. Adopting ICT tools for classroom management often involves significant costs, including purchasing hardware, software license, and maintenance. For schools with limited budgets, prioritizing ICT investments over other essential educational resources can be challenging. A study by Higgins noted that schools in developing countries frequently struggle to fund ICT infrastructure, making widespread implementation difficult. Partnership with technology providers or government-funded programs may help alleviate cost-related barriers. The last challenge is that the resistance to change. The adoption of ICT in classroom management sometimes faces resistance from educators and administrators who prefer traditional methods. This resistance may arise from a lack of confidence in using new technologies, fear of failure, or skepticism about the benefits of ICT. Ray Decker reported that 25% of teachers expressed reluctance to adopt ICT tools due to perceived complexity or doubts about their effectiveness. Resistance may also stem from cultural norms that prioritize conventional teaching methods over technology-driven approaches.
Hello everyone, my name is Jiang Qi. Today I'm going to talk about the benefits of ICT. Number 1. Improve students' learning engagement. Benefits. ICT tools can increase classroom interaction and capture students' attention, especially in activities that require quick feedback and competition. For example, in a Chinese language class at a Chinese school in Malaysia, teachers used an interactive game to help students better grasp the lessons. In class, the teacher designed normal sentences in Chinese to fill in the blanks, such as 小明 go to school, A. often, B. never, C. yesterday. The system displays the correct rate of answer and the ranking of points in real time. And the first student can also get a special "You're awesome" reward card for the teacher. Such activities are not only fun for students, but also motivated children to learn. Chinese like this are especially popular in Chinese school because it allows students to learn in a relaxed atmosphere and avoid the drudgery of rote memorization. Number 2. Simply class discipline management. Benefit. ICT tools help teachers reduce directive behavior in the class that in a classroom through behavior recording and reward systems. For example, at a Chinese primary school in Kuala Lumpur, teachers used Class Dojo to help manage students' classroom behavior. For example, teachers give points to students who follow this plan, such as sitting upright and paying attention in class. and also record the behavior of randomly interaction classmates. This gives students a visual view of their points and allows them to exchange them for reward, such as a free reading class or participation in school cultural activities. Students really enjoyed the teacher's inventory upgrades on Class Dojo, with each children aiming for a super veterinary student, a veterinary. In this way, students' discipline is greatly improved and teachers can focus more on teaching. Number 3, improve the flexibility of teaching resources. Benefit: ICT tools allow teachers to access rich digital resources anytime, anywhere to facilitate to management of classroom activities. For example, at the Blango School in Penang, teachers used Padlet, an online interactive wall, to arrange students to undertake research project on Malaysia's history. Each student's group is required to upload pictures, description, and related questions they have collected about the Malacca heritage site, such as why is Sample Hole so important to the history of Malaysia? Student research result and displayed on the Padlet wall, and teachers' grad group based on the richness and accuracy of the content. After classes, students and parents can also view and supplement content through the platform. The method not only improved students' sense of participation, but also facilitated teachers' flexible management of class activities. Number 3, provide personalized learning support. Benefit: ICT can provide different teaching content according to the learning level of students to meet individual needs. For example, in a rural school in Rover, teachers assign English exercise to students using the Frog VLE platform, which is unique to Malaysia. According to the process of each student, the teacher divides the class into three groups: basic groups, intermediate group, and challenge group. For example, students in the foundation group practiced simple word spelling and sentences construction. The challenge group completed more complex reading comprehension. After students and teachers can adjust their teaching strategy accordingly, parents can also see their children's academic process through the platform and help them complete admission text at home. This personalized approach to learning support is especially useful in rural areas, where teachers often need to care for students at different levels at the same time. Number 4, strengthen communication between teachers, students, and parents. Benefit: ICT tools can effectively bridge the gap between teachers and parents and promote home-school cooperation. For example, at a Chinese community school in Xinshan, teachers have created a WeChat family group where they regularly share photos of students' classroom, performance, and activities. For example, the head teacher posted a set of photos of students performing the story of the fisherman and the goldfish from a traditional Chinese textbook. Parents can leave the message: the teacher is head, the children are very good. Parents can also discuss their children's learning with teachers through provide message. One parent mentioned that the children was having difficulty understanding or creating text, and the teacher shared link to additional records in the group to help the children review. The real-time communication allows parents to have a more comprehensive understanding of their children's learning tools, and also allow for closer home-school cooperation. Sum up. Through these life-oriented examples, it's clearly that ICT not only changes the way the classroom is managed, but also brings students, teachers, and parents closely together, while enhancing the fun and effectiveness of learning. This combination of technology and classroom management in gradually transforming the educational environment in Malaysia. Step 2. Deep environment of artificial intelligence, AI. AI will help teachers manage their classroom more precisely. For example, in school, students' English writing assessment can be corrected with AI tools, such as Chat, which can mark grammatical errors. It should be children. Make suggestions for improvement and even recommend learning resource based on the student's level. This gradually saves teachers making time and allow them to focus on their complex teaching tasks. 2.2 Applications of VR and AR. VR and AR technology can make the classroom more fun while helping teachers manage the classroom elder. For example, during a history class, students in Malaysia demand AR glasses to visit and study Royal Place. Teacher control the contact of the AR display from the background to ensure that students are focused on learning objectives and avoid wandering or distracting in class. Such virtual field trip not only increase students' interest, but also help teachers better control the classroom. 2.3 Wide application of blended learning mode, which combines online and offline, will become the norm. For example, during the COVID-19, many Chinese schools in Kuala Lumpur adopted a blended learning mode. Frog VLE, for example, is used by teachers to assign homework and discuss problems during online classes, and offline classes are used for students to demonstrate and practice. Teachers have found that students can use online resources to find answers fastly, while offline time is used more effectively for teachers and students' interaction. 2.4 Data-driven discussion making. Data analysis will become an important basis for classroom management. For example, in rural schools, teachers used Class Dojo to look at student performance data, such as which students are the most late and which students are the most activity engaged. Using this data, teacher can adjust teaching strategy, such as focusing questions during class on students with low class participation. 2.5 Focus on digital equality. Ensure equitable access to ICT tools for both urban and rural students. For example, In Malaysia's Sabah, some schools have received tablets and portable internet devices through government support to help students practice in online lesson, even when resources are scarce. For example, the head teacher used a tablet computer to show the students math admission, and the students sit around and study together, fill in the problems of equipment shortage. Step 3. 3.1 Suggestion for improvement. Improvement the teaching ability of teachers. It's suggested to organize teacher training regularly. For example, the education department can conduct short courses at University Malaya, such as training teacher on how to design quiz using simple, free tools such as Google Form to help students give instant feedback on their learning. 3.2 Develop clear classroom ICT usage norm. It's recommended to avoid over-reliance on technology. For example, particularly a mixture of 20 minutes of media tools per class, and encourage students to discuss and engage in activities the rest of time to avoid the classroom becoming completely screen time. 3.3 Strength homeschool cooperation. Suggestion ICT tools can connect parents and teachers more effectively. For example, at a primary school in Xingshan, parents use the WhatsApp group to check their children's performance in real time. Teachers regularly send photos of their students in a class or short video of their participating in activity. Parents can also leave direct message with questions such as, "Teacher, how is your children doing in class today?" 3.4 Investment in infrastructure is recommended to ensure that all schools has basic ICT. For example, the Malaysian government could work with complaints to denote projector and Wi-Fi to rural schools, such as a remote primary school where teachers use projector to play lively English songs while students sing along. This not only help with teaching, but also make the class more interesting. 3.5 Focus on data security and students' privacy. Suggestion establishes a strict student data protection mechanism. For example, school can require teachers to use only ICT tools approved by the education department, such as ensuring that all students' information is stored only on local service and not on open cloud sentences. Now let's summarize. The application of ICT in classroom management is gradually become intelligent and diversified, but at the same time, it also faced problems such as uneven distribution of equipment and over-reliance on technology. Through participate improvement such as upgrading teacher skills, optimization equipment, investment, and strengthening homeschool partnerships, we can make ICT work for Malaysian classrooms, benefiting students and teachers alike. I hope today's sharing will give you more inspiration for the application of ICT. That's all. Thank you. Bye.